Welcome back to our channel. Hi, hello. I hope you realize that 1, I look like a mess, and 2, I got a new camera. Anyways, I woke up freezing this morning and then I got really hot. Anyways, welcome back to our channel. I hope you enjoyed that intro that I made. I spent like 2 hours last night making an intro because I thought my outros were a little weak and beginner like, and my intro is not that much better. But I kind of looked up videos and taught myself how to make an intro, so it's not the most aesthetically pleasing and it isn't perfect, but it's perfect for me, okay? Okay, so I'm just doing like a sit down talk video because I was debating on not doing this video. One reason, because actually it might be a couple of reasons, but the reasons are that I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to talk per se, and I also just don't want to bash anyone, or I don't want anyone to feel some type of way on this video. I talked to a few people and they all said to film it. They like want to see it and they want to hear about it. So the video is the video is a day in the life of a caregiver. Now, I'm not going to film anything at work. I am just going to talk about a day in the life of a caregiver, what it's really like. And disclaimer, like I said, this is not against anyone or anything or my workplace or anything. And I'm also not a caregiver forever. It's not my career, but it did play a huge part in becoming OT. Like, that's why I went to school for OT, was a big part of it. And I just want to share with people that that don't really understand life as a caregiver, what a caregiver really does, how hard it is. It's really straining mentally and physically on us. Work has been a lot more rough than usual lately, so I want to share this with you guys. And I wrote a thing on my phone and I want to share it with you guys. Excuse me, coffee break. Saw a girl post a like an article on Facebook kind of similar to this, but this is my own version and this is what happens every day. And like I said, for the 3rd time, I'm not trying to bash anyone. I'm really grateful that I have a job and some people don't have jobs. Might be a little choppy and I might be leaving out some things because I wrote this on my phone and yeah, it's pretty long. People don't understand what it's like to be a caregiver. Being a caregiver is easily the most underpaid and underappreciated job out there. Here is a simplified version of what I do at work every day. It takes hard work to be able to get your loved one up before breakfast, wash, dress, brush their teeth, do their hair, and make sure they look presentable. Making sure each resident gets into the dining room safely, in their chair, pushed up to the table, hoping and praying they don't get up again. Then we have to quick, hurry up, pour the drinks, serve the food, and do the dishes afterwards. Then we have to make sure that they are hydrated and actually eat. Most residents do not self-feed, so we have to sit there and spoon feed each and every one. We have to make sure they don't get food on their clothes. We have to make sure we don't spill anything on them so their family members don't think it isn't urine. All while this is happening, we have to make sure resident A isn't eating resident B's food, resident C isn't trying to ram her walker into resident D's chair, and also making sure resident E doesn't choke on her sandwich, and making sure resident F doesn't pick it up afterwards and eat it. We are running around 99.9% of the day chasing after residents, making sure they don't fall, making sure they have their breathing treatment and oxygen in their nose, making sure each and every one of them is toileted, fed, and able to sit to relax if that even happens. We take out the trash more times than you can count in a day. We ensure the safety of each resident. Half are mobile, so they all walk around all day, all while making sure activities are being completed. But in this time frame, mind you, it is nearly impossible to do an activity without getting resident A to sit in a chair for longer than 5 minutes and making sure resident B isn't eating tissues. And yes, we have to do that all over again for lunch and dinner time. During this time of chaos, we still continue to love on your loved one, care for them, bathe them, sing to them, dance with them, feed them, sit with them, and hold their hand. Read them a book about flowers that they enjoy. Let them wear their favorite pair of jeans 2 days in a row because they love them and it makes them happy. Walk with them all day long up and down the hallways. Play YouTube videos of music that they can understand and recollect. Play with their hair because it's the only way that they will stay calm. Talk about their sons and daughters who love them so much, and most importantly, spend 8 or more hours a day making sure that your loved one is safe, secure, and healthy. I love what I do, I love my setting, and this is no means going against my workplace. But this is the life of a caregiver, and yet we still get paid the least, do as much as nurses do, and on top of it all, we have to deal with the losses that come from it, yet we still grieve, just like we would if it were our own family. So I wrote that, and I got the chills afterwards, and I kind of got the chills again just now. I have worked with the elderly since I was 16 and I'm 27. So put that into perspective. I've been doing it for 11 years. I have worked in dining at one retirement home, and then I worked as a caregiver, I still do, at an assisted living facility. And mind you, I love taking care of residents. Like, I love making their day. I love making a difference. I love when the family members are happy and they know that their loved one is being taken care of. But it really takes a toll on you every single day, and you just don't get paid enough. You get your paycheck and you're just like, all that for this. And it's not just about going to work, getting the resident ready, and going home. Like, you're taking care of them, you're with them day in and day out. You know their flaws, you know their likes, you know their dislikes, you know everything about them, you know them like the back of your hand. You're with them more than the family members are with them, and it's just really sad, because when you lose one of them, you grieve. You grieve like it would be like your own family member. And while my aunt, who had recently just passed away, she had only been sick in the hospital for not that long, and it hit me so hard because that was my family. And I'm so not used to it being my own family. I'm used to it being someone that's at work that I take care of, and it's still hard because you're with them every single day. But it's really sad because you bust you're so tired, you're burnt out, and I feel like sometimes when caregivers' mindsets are that way, that the care of the residents do not get done properly, and especially when you're working short-handed and it's just like there's so many residents and there's not enough staff, and it's not about the money. Like, I'm not saying this entire video is about not getting paid enough, but it is a part of not getting paid enough, because those checks, they don't add up to what you do every day. And then there's some people who don't do as much as you do and they do get paid more, and this is not against anyone specifically, but I'm just saying that we do so much, and there's caregivers all across the world that feel the same way. And I don't think enough people are educated about Alzheimer's and dementia and the impact that it has not only on family members but on the caregivers too, because they're with them every single day for at least 8 hours longer. And I just don't think enough people understand or are educated on what a caregiver actually does, because the title is there is nothing, there's like no true meaning behind being a caregiver. It just sounds like the most broad and like general title, like a caregiver. And there's so much more than that. Like, you do so much more than just giving care to this person. And there are a lot of people out there that should not be caregivers, that do not deserve to take care of someone else. And I hear horror stories and I couldn't even imagine, but people don't ever talk about mental and physical strain it has to do this type of work but not get the pay that you think you should be getting. It's a really hard job, and caregivers they just don't get paid enough. The more people that know that they don't get paid enough as a caregiver, that's the less people that are taking care of your loved one. But anyways, I hope this video kind of like informed you about what it is to be a caregiver, what it's like to live in the shoes of someone that's a caregiver who is caring for someone who has dementia and Alzheimer's. And if you don't know what dementia and Alzheimer's is, you need to look it up. Look at videos, read articles. It's a really sad and terrible disease. I've lost so many people from it, and there's no cure currently, and it's just really sad. But I really hope this video opened your eyes a little bit. And I know it's not the typical YouTube video that you would search on your search bar, but hopefully you'll come across this and you'll realize maybe you have a loved one in your family that has dementia, or someone you care for, or maybe you are a caregiver and you feel the same way. If you do, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be filming another video today, but I don't think it'll be up today. I think this will be up first, and hopefully the quality of the videos are better and the audio is better, because that other camera was dirt. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.